Before we get into the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I mean, come on, what are you doing if you're not subbed to me by now? My content is fire, from stop motions, news videos, reviews, music occasionally. All my social media accounts are linked down below, and now, let's get straight to it. What's up, all you beautiful souls out there? Thank you for clicking on this video. As you can tell by the title, I will be talking about 3 of the new alternate / extended / deleted scenes that was just dropped overnight because Rise of the Beast came out on streaming platforms. You can only buy it for I think like 20 or 25 bucks on certain places. I thought it would be like where you could just watch it on Paramount Plus if you're already paying the subscription for it or whatever. I've already seen Rise of the Beast 3 times in theaters in June, so I'm not going to pay another 20-25 bucks to watch it again. I'll just wait a few more months until like October to watch it again for pretty much free. But I got these scenes online on YouTube. Shout out to Fire Brothers for uploading these. I'm going to be talking about the cave / switchback scene, the alternate ending with Optimus Prime meeting Unicron, and Optimus Prime versus Transit. Yes, sir, we finally have it in full. It's not the 1-minute clip that we got from IGN yesterday. It's an almost 4-minute battle between the two that I'll be covering later on in the video. The first one that I want to talk about here is the cave / switchback scene. The other ones that were released, there were 1 or 2 that I can't find online right now, but from what I've seen of screenshots and what I've heard, they're not that impactful to the story that I should make a video on it, so that's why I'm pretty much leaving that out. And same with the other ones too, with the Are You Ready and This Can't Be Real. It's just minor cut scenes that don't really make a difference to the movie, but these ones here, specifically the alternate ending with Optimus and Unicron and the one with Transit versus Optimus, do make a pretty big difference for the movie that I'll be talking about later. But first up here, cave / switchback. I'm going to be watching the clip and then I'll be giving my breakdown and my thoughts on this clip after it's done. So, you got Noah and Elena running with Freezer that we saw in theaters. They stop and halt with Freezer there. Then they're like, Elena's like, do something. And Cheetor comes up and grabs Freezer. He's munching him up behind a wall. And one of Freezer's arms gets thrown over, and Noah and Elena see that. Noah points the flashlight upwards, and Cheetor is walking up the rock, and you see the glorious cheetah mode of Cheetor, and he shoots at Cheetor. Cheetor's like, don't do that. They start to run away, and Cheetor chases after them. Of course, a plane starts flying by, a loud-ass plane. Anyway, they start running, and then we cut to the car chase with Mirage and Optimus versus Scourge, Nightbird, and Battletrap. They got him driving along the mountains, and we get a bit of a different design here for RC. She, like, there's a lot more pink on her face and a lot more pink in general, just more vibrant reddish pink colors all along her body and specifically on her face. She's got more of a pronounced lipstick-like feature on her face there, which I thought was pretty interesting. But then it cuts back to Noah and Elena running, and they go through this thing, and they see Rhinox, and Elena's like, is that a rhino? And Rhinox roars and starts running after Noah and Elena, and obviously those two start running too to get away from him, and Noah calls for backup from Mirage, and Optimus is like on it, and he starts shooting at Scourge with this cannon that we've never seen before. We had no idea this was in the movie, where Optimus has this sort of battle mode in vehicle form, where this gun transforms out of the side of him, and he's shooting Scourge as Scourge is driving down this mountain. He transforms, tackles Optimus, as Optimus is shooting at him. They're tumbling down the mountain, punching each other. Then it cuts back to Noah and Elena. He's shooting at Rhinox as he's running through columns. Elena sees they were about to fall off a freaking cliff. Noah's shooting at Rhinox, and Elena grabs Noah, and Rhinox realizes the cliff He doesn't know where the humans are, but they're hiding from Rhinox, and he finds out, and he's like butting into them. RC and Battletrap are going at it. He does the typical thing that we see in the movie where he pulls Wheeljack and RC towards him. But the difference here is RC pulls out a bit of a different gun that we haven't seen before, and she shoots Battletrap's wheel, which I don't think happened in the final version of the movie. Battletrap just pulled them with the chains and they fall down the mountain like what we see right here. Wheeljack's design looks to be about the same, but we don't get a clear look at him there. Then we get the typical scene from the trailer with Nightbird flipping around. Rhinox is still trying to get through to the humans, or he's like trying to realize where they are or something like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird, this scene. I'm actually glad the cave scene was cut, and the last part here, I don't know, it feels out of place because I was so happy. If you guys remember in my Rise of the Beast review, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. I was happy that Noah and Elena didn't have a typical romantic relationship in the movie. I mean, we get this so much in action and sci-fi movies. It was just a breath of fresh air to not get that. But I don't know, here you kind of get it's like they're alluding to a relationship forming or something, and then I think Elena says, "I need water," or something stupid like that. I'm glad the cave scene was shortened and this part was cut out. I just don't think it really needed to be there. But it's interesting though, because it makes the Maximals come across more villainish in this cut rather than what we get in the final version. You kind of get that in the final version, but not as much as if they left this scene in it too. So I'm glad they cut it, but it would have been cool to see those extra extended shots from the car chase. I do think that was a pretty well done car chase, but yeah, overall, I'm glad the cave part was cut. Now, getting down to some even crazier deleted scenes, alternate scenes, whatever you want to call it. We have Unicron here. He's opening up his mandibles. You see the destruction, the parts of the transwarp bridge on Earth going back into his body. I don't know for what reason or whatever. You see Optimus floating into Unicron. He goes inside the mandibles. You see him floating around inside of him, which just sounds weird to say out loud, but he's floating around, and it's pretty cool, actually. The CGI, it seems like they got pretty far along with the CG. Even further along, I'd say, than the Transit versus Optimus fight, which, again, I'll be covering last in this video right after this scene. So I think that was pretty interesting to note there. And you get this dope shot of Optimus spinning around towards what looks to be Unicron's face. It's a pretty clean shot, and Unicron opens his eyes this bright orange color, and Unicron is like, "Prime." And it cuts to black. And yeah, I really like this shot. It looks like Unicron's nose right there in the middle, which is pretty funny. But other than that, I'm pretty glad. I've talked about this alternate ending before in previous videos since we first got it leaked a couple months back when that person revealed that they saw the test screening and they talked about all their differences from the final version of the movie. And this was one of them. And I've said this before, but I'll say it here for those of you that haven't heard or don't remember. I don't really like this ending. I'm glad we got the ending that we got, because this alludes to basically another Nemesis Prime storyline or something along those lines. Maybe they don't call him Nemesis Prime or something. And we just had that in the last night, and it wasn't even handled that well. We're already retreading stuff from the last night anyway, including Unicron right after the Bumblebee movie. So I'm just glad this was cut and they went with the ending that they went with, leaving it on more of an even ground sort of cliffhanger where we know for sure that we're getting a sequel, but it's not something, in my opinion, dumb like this. But anyway, it was a pretty cool scene, but I'm glad they cut it. And now, the last deleted scene, the meat and potatoes, the nitty-gritty. Transit versus Optimus Prime. Us fans have been hyping this up for months now since we figured out it was cut in, April or something like that. So, breaking it down, I'll give you my thoughts on it. we get the stars with Optimus Prime giving a speech with like space stars, and then it fades into the pavement in New York City. Optimus is talking about how they've been on Earth for 7 years. They're in hiding. They want to go back home. You see Transit driving around, driving through like tunnels and the streets and stuff like that. And then you get him driving into the bus parking lot. Then shortly after, Optimus is following him, we find out. And the driver parks what I'm assuming is Transit. You show the Decepticon logo, which is the big reveal that, oh my god, he's a Transformer, a Decepticon. And the bus driver is like, I'm always the last one for the night or whatever. And he gets in his car, he drives off. And then seconds later, we see Optimus Prime pull up now that he realizes the human is gone. And he's driving around looking for Transit. You see the trailer shot of him transforming that we see in the final version of the movie also. He's walking around. He's like, if you reveal yourself, if you reveal the ship, I will not destroy you, or something along those lines. Then you see the lights flicker. Or I think this is when he says it right here, when you get the zoom in of Optimus. Sorry, I'm not playing sound during the video because I don't want to get copyright. I don't want this video taken down. I want to keep my monetization money. So I don't hear the sounds or the dialogue, so I'm just going off memory here. But in terms of watching it, I'm knowing exactly what's going on. So anyway, back to it. You get Transit ramming into Prime. Optimus is like, rah, 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 and then he's lifting up Transit. You see a Beverly Hills Cop 3 poster there on the bus, which is pretty funny. And then Transit transforms. He starts shooting at Optimus. Optimus pushes a bus at him. Transit jumps over and dodges it. Keeps shooting at him. Optimus throws in a few punches at Transit. Tackles him. And Transit flips him around. Throws Prime down. Optimus whacks him with this rock or whatever, and then he's ramming him through the bus, and he's like, where is it? And we get that scene where he's ramming him through the windows of the bus. It's pretty violent and funny. Transit grabs a light pole, he's whacking Prime with it, he pulls him in, rams him into a bus, then he stabs him with the light pole. Then Optimus, he brings out his sword, and he's like trying to stab him, whip him around. He pulls out the light pole. Then Optimus runs over to Transit, jumps up, transforms his sword, and he stabs him through, it looks like either the chest or the stomach. And he's like, last chance, where is the Decepticon ship? He's like, I destroyed it so you wouldn't have a ship to leave. You will never see Cybertron. And Optimus rams him through a bunch of buses. You get this cool angle and shot of Transit getting rammed through the buses. He says, you will never see Cybertron again. And then Optimus, he gets all pissed and he shoots him dead. And you get this zoom in shot of Optimus. Then it goes straight into the title card, which is unfinished. But what they did do is, which was pretty interesting here, they used the Dark of the Moon transformation and logo, then they created like a quick little Rise of the Beast logo at the bottom, which I thought was pretty funny. But yeah, those are all the deleted scenes I want to talk about. Maybe I'll do a video later on this week talking about the other deleted scenes. I'm going to be pretty busy today, which is one of the other reasons why I chose to do these three scenes, other than them being arguably the more important deleted scenes to talk about and cover in a video. I'm glad the cave part was cut out, because I just don't think it really needed to be there. It was kind of silly at times, especially with the whole Noah and Elena thing at the end. The alternate ending with Optimus, it's pretty cool visually, but again, I'm glad it was cut because it seems like it's alluding to another Optimus Prime Herald of Unicron storyline. And this scene right here, Transit versus Optimus. I think it's a pretty cool, violent, brutal Transformers fight. In the rain, it's dark outside. You know, I think it's a really cool fight. It's so dope. But I'm glad we got the opening that we got, because it seems like we wouldn't have gotten the opening on Biosphera, the Maximus home planet, and getting them explained a bit more. So I'm glad they went with that alternate opening instead of this, even though it is a cool fight scene. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about these deleted scenes that was uploaded last night? Which one was your favorite? Which one do you think needed to be cut? Which one do you think should have been kept in the final movie? Let me know down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye!